What's going on, YouTube? This is Mag Dog TV coming back with another one. John Harbaugh, head coach of the Baltimore Ravens, just ignored a question about the draft process between the Baltimore Ravens and Shedeur Sanders after reports that Shedeur Sanders did not want to back up Lamar Jackson. We're going to talk about that in this video, so let's get it.
Every other city I go, from Colorado to the Bayou I go. Y'all know the motto, get a info I know. My people know it's Mad Dog TV, let's go. To every other city I go. From Colorado to the Bayou I go. Y'all know the motto, get a info I know. My people know it's Mad Dog TV, let's go. To every other city I go. From Colorado to the Bayou I go. Y'all know the motto, get a info I know. My people know it's Mad Dog TV, let's go.
Yesterday, NFL insider Adam Schefter reported that Shedeur Sanders did not want to be drafted by the Baltimore Ravens this past draft because he did not want to back up Lamar Jackson, who was likely to be the Baltimore Ravens star quarterback for the next 10 years plus, which makes the most sense if you are Shedeur Sanders. Baltimore Ravens head coach John Harbaugh just ignored the reporter's question about confirming this situation between Shedeur Sanders and the Baltimore Ravens. I'm going to play this video clip and let you guys hear what he had to say as we continue this video.
Before the game yesterday, I don't know if you heard this report comes out that Shedeur Sanders said he didn't want to go to the Ravens because he didn't want to have to back up Lamar Jackson. Did you guys have any legitimate interest in him, or we can't?
You're asking me.
We can't ask Eric, so. He's not gonna answer the
Oh,
question.
that's a good way to frame it. But so you think that I'm going to answer draft process questions? Yeah, I was in the room. But we have a policy here that we don't talk about the draft room decision-making process. So I'm not going to be able to answer that for you. As much as I may like to or may not want to, I'm not going to be able to answer that for you. Okay, I think we can end it. Thanks for asking, though.
This is a very weird situation, if you ask me. This is a very, very weird situation. I've never seen, as long as I've been around the game of football, anything like this in my entire life. I do feel like the NFL realized that they are in default by taking Shedeur Sanders in the 5th round. And yes, I'm blaming the NFL, not the specific team, the Cleveland Browns. There was so much that took place this past weekend that we could be talking about. I mean, the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl rematch, they played an amazing football game where the Eagles won by 3 points. Heck, Russell Wilson almost threw 500 yards yesterday against the Cowboys. They went to overtime, and the Cowboys kicker ended up kicking a 64-yard field goal before overtime, and then he came back and kicked another amazing kick for the Cowboys to beat the Giants. I mean, Arch Manning didn't look very well against UTEP. I mean, I've pretty much gave you guys more information than what the NFL is giving nationally as far as their media go, because they want to sit here and talk about Shedeur Sanders' NFL draft process. I mean, we are sitting here in September, and we're talking about the NFL draft process, and then the way John Harbaugh answered those questions was very fishy. He said he did not want to talk about it, but comes back around and say, although I would like to, but I can't. It's just weird. I don't understand it. I don't know if the NFL is trying to keep Shedeur Sanders' name relevant because they realize that it gives you clicks, it gives you engagement, but they realize he's a 5th round pick, but they're talking about him as if he's the face of the National Football League. We're not talking about Cam Ward. When the last time have you guys heard anything about Cam Ward? The 1st round, 1st pick of this past year NFL draft is not talked about nowhere near Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders is being spoken about more than Patrick Mahomes, more than Jalen Hurts, more than Joe Burrow. I mean, when you talk about Joe Burrow, guess what? Shedeur Sanders' names come right behind it because people want to know if he's going to be the next quarterback to replace the Cincinnati Bengals quarterback, Joe Burrow. So we're talking about Shedeur Sanders more than anybody in the National Football League, yet he hasn't played a single down, yet he has been inactive. It makes zero sense, man. I can't paint the picture of what the narrative is going. I can't paint the picture from what the NFL is trying to do. That's basically what I'm trying to say. You guys can get down in the comments. Let me know how do you guys feel. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notification bell. That way every time I upload a new video, you guys will see it. Also, some of you OGs, some of you ladies out there, maybe you guys have a better understanding of what you see from what this NFL organization is doing when it comes to Shedeur Sanders, because I'm just sitting here scratching my head with this one. I don't know. I can't figure this thing out. Until next time. Peace.